Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. This is going to be my review / discussion of the Metallica concert I experienced last night as I'm recording and uploading this video. My voice is shot, as you can kind of tell, because I was all in, singing the entire time Metallica was on stage. And I recorded some footage, yes, and I'm going to start editing some of that footage tonight and upload it tomorrow for you guys so you kind of experience the concert as I did a little bit of it. So in this video, I don't know how long it's going to be because I'm just kind of winging this. So in this video, I'm going to go through the merch that I got, some of the fans that I met at the show, before the show really, and then I'll talk a little bit about Volbeat, Avenged Sevenfold, and then Metallica. Time starts will be probably in the description, also probably in the comment section too. I'm not really sure, but there's time starts if you want to skip to something. But anyways, merch. So I kind of went crazy a little bit. I got a water bottle. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I had to try to get as much hardwired specific stuff as I could. And it fell to the floor. It's okay. But I got that water bottle. I got a hat here, which is pretty nice. And then there was another hat that had white as the font, like the font color, at the white instead of the red. And it was like a black hat instead of kind of like this like bluish thing. It's at the Atlanta Braves, because it was the baseball park in Atlanta. So I'll just put the hat on, make things easier. Hold on to something here. Next up here we have a shirt. Now there was a lot of shirts to pick from, like a lot of them, and I was really debating for like at least 5-10 minutes, like which one do I want? I'm like, I don't know which one I want. But yeah, actually I won't wear the hat. Never mind. But I enjoy that hat a lot. I haven't worn a hat in like forever, but I had to get it. But I went with this one. I'll show you the back first because I think the back is kind of cool. Hardwired to self-destruct. Pretty cool. But this is why I really got it, because I like this design of like this gray, as you can see. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty cool. I like this design most. There was a couple other ones I wanted, but the shirts were like, I think 40 a piece, so yeah. But I had to get one at least. Now at first I wasn't gonna get this, but when I looked closer, they had to spit out the bone button, so I had to get it. But it's pretty cool. Each band member has their own button, also with hardwired, and spit out the bone. It's interesting how they have spit out the bone as one. It's like, we're practicing it. We haven't played it yet, but yeah, I had to get that. Got a few more things here. We got a, I don't know exactly what you call these, a koozies or something. I'm not really sure, but they're cup holders. They're can holders, really. This can's empty, but I'll use it as a thing. You just, yeah, simple. This is like $5, but it's like, why not? I mean, I drink cans a lot, so why not? The last thing, actually, I have two more things. I'll show you this thing, and then I'll show you the last thing. So I got a Metallica it's World Wire Tour. Yeah, that's it. It's wrapped up. I could take it out of the plastic, but yeah. But it was either this keychain, which was $15, expensive, or a $5 one, which I'm like, nah, I didn't want that one, so I got that. And then this one. Now, I originally was debating on not getting this because it's not the type of beanie I like, because it's not a certain way. You've seen what my beanies look like in any of my previous videos. I was like, oh, I have to. A Metallica beanie. I had to. It's not the type of beanie that I usually get. It's like a cuffed. I think it's what's kind of called cuffed. But I was like, I have to get it. I mean, it's Metallica. It's not the type of thing I'm used to wearing. But I had to get it. Just to have it, I guess. It's really my whole idea of why I wanted to get it. But I spent a lot of money on this. And also got a hardwired bag. Which, you know, obviously they just put the merch in. But still, it's kind of cool. Anyways, yes, that is the merch that I picked up 4 minutes in. We're not even gotten to the music yet. But so that's all the stuff that I bought. So I was planning on meeting a couple of individuals like days in ahead. We were talking about meeting and stuff, and but there was one guy that I actually met that I've been talking to for years. Like, he actually discovered me, I believe, on my review of the 2009 Metallica show I did way back in the day. And ever since then, he's been a fan, but now he's more of a friend to me, Jason. Met him, it was really cool. He actually gave me a ride back to my hotel after the show was over. Met up with another cool guy named Connor, who was kind of coordinating. We were trying to find each other and all that kind of stuff. And then there was about with them included, it'd be 7, but I met 5 random people that just recognized me out there. There was one guy that recognized me after the show, and then 4 individuals who recognized me before the show even started. It was like kind of weird because I'm not used to it, you know, because it was my first time ever like really interacting with fans, I guess you could say. But these people are like, dude, you're that Chainsaw guy, dude. I love your reaction, man. Love your Metallica stuff. Like, it was really cool, and luckily I ran into no one crazy. Like, that was kind of like one of my fears, one of my many fears, is that I was going to run into someone who's like obsessive, and it kind of make me feel kind of weird. But everyone that I met was awesome, not pretty awesome. They were awesome, and I want to thank you if you're watching this. Thank you for coming up and saying hi. But yeah, it was just really cool to kind of interact and talk with some people, and to kind of just, you know, just meet the people that are behind a computer screen just watching me on YouTube. It's just kind of crazy. But yeah, that was a really cool experience. So I get in, I have good seats. I could have easily gotten tickets to be in the field, but I decided now I'm gonna go for seats. It's easier for me. I want to sit down. So let's jump into now Volbeat. So Volbeat, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a fan. I've heard their stuff. There's some of the songs I do like, but like the majority of it, I'm just not really, you know, they're just not a band I go to listen to music. It's just a band that I've heard from time to time. The sound that it's not like they were performing bad. The sound from where I was sitting was not that good. I could barely hear what they were doing. Now, there were some riffs I could hear, but like it was just, the vocals were really loud, but his vocal style is very unique, and his voice is very unique. But his voice was loud a lot of the times, and the drums were overpowering the guitars and bass a lot of the times from where I was sitting at. So I don't know if anybody else around me was having the same problem, but it was hard for me to hear them perform. But I mean, the crowd was responding pretty well to them, but it was a thing where, if only. And the guy I was talking about earlier, Jason, who actually gave me a ride back to my hotel, who's been a fan of mine for a long time, we're kind of friends now, that guy, he was in the field really close, and he said the sound was really good there, but where I was sitting, it was not that great. It was kind of unfortunate, but I mean, you know, it was decent from what I was hearing, but it was hard to hear a lot of the time. So, you know, Volbeat did a good job in terms of getting the crowd excited. Then Avenged Sevenfold came up, and their sound was a little bit better, and since I'm more familiar with Avenged Sevenfold, I consider myself a Avenged Sevenfold fan, that I could tell 90% of the time what they were doing because I know these songs. At first, when they first got up and they were doing the stage, one of the newer songs, actually the title track from the new album, Sinister, I believe that's the vocalist's name, Sinister Gates, his, I think, yeah, I'm trying to remember because I don't have my computer on, but his mic, it sounded like it was going in and out, like when he was singing, like it was like working and then not working and then working and then not working, like, because like some of the words I could hear clearly and other times I couldn't, and I thought maybe his mic was messing up. So when the song ended, I thought, okay, because he went off stage and like, okay, he's gonna go fix it. He's gonna get a mic that actually works, or at least is working all the time. And it continued to be the same thing. So I'm not really sure if he was pulling back on the mic at some moments, because I was kind of far away, so I couldn't really tell. But, I mean, regardless, I knew the lyrics. I knew what he was supposed to be singing. And it just sounded like half the time the mic was just kind of being pulled back to where you could barely hear him. But, I mean, the sound was better, and I really enjoyed their set. Mostly played the hits. They played The Stage, Goddamn from the new record. They didn't play anything else from the new record because I wouldn't have recognized it because I haven't heard the rest of the record besides those 2 songs from the new one. They played mostly the hits. Excuse me. My voice is still shot. They did play Beast in the Heart. They did not play Beast in the Heart. That's what I meant to say. They did not play Beast in the Heart, which I was like, they should play that. If they're playing the hits, you might as... They didn't play it. But yeah, and they played... I'm trying to remember like what other songs they played. Unholy Confessions. Almost Easy. They played, I'm trying to remember, I forget what that song is called, but it was off, oh man, I can't remember the song on the top of my head, but it was a song that, starts off really clean guitar. It was like pretty awesome. I can't remember what the song's called, but yeah, it was a really cool set to see them, and because I haven't seen them before until this performance, or until this show. It's like, I'm tired. I'm trying to wake up still. I've been awake all day, but I'm still trying to wake up. Very, very sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm winging this video. This is not a planned thing. I knew I was going to do it, but I'm not planning out how I was going to talk about it. But anyways, so it was cool to see Avenged Sevenfold. But let's get to the point. Metallica. So, I saw them in 2009. That was my first time experiencing them, was in 2009, okay? So, I've seen them now for a second time in 2017. Now, the question I have to ask myself is, which was the better performance in my personal opinion? 2009 or 2017? And I want to say that I personally feel that this was a better show than 2009. Not because I was closer to the stage and closer to the band, but because I feel like the song selection, in my personal opinion, was better for me. Because, see, in 2009, it's not because I feel like Hardwired is better than Death Magnetic. I'm still debating on that. But the thing is that I wanted 2 regularly played songs that they did not play. They did not play in 2009. They did not play Fade to Black or Creeping Death in 2009 when I saw them. They didn't, okay? It's very unfortunate. Yes, I got the Four Horsemen. I got Turn the Page. I got Phantom Lord. I got Too Late, the cover by Motorhead in 2009. But I didn't get those 2 songs that I wanted really, really badly. They performed them both last night, thank God. Because the way they kind of set up the set list was they start off a Hardwired into Atlas Rise, which was great. Then they do For Whom the Bell Tolls, and then it goes into either Creeping Death or Fuel, or sometimes Memory Remains on this leg of the tour. They've been switching it up. So I thought that they were going to do Fuel, but then when James didn't go to the mic to start it off, and For Whom the Bell Tolls is ending and he's not moving, they go into Creeping Death, and I actually recorded the intro. Because I recorded the intro to most of the songs just in case something surprising happens. So you get to hear my reaction when Creepy Death comes up, because I'm losing my mind. Because, yes! Because Fade to Black was guaranteed, because they've been playing Fade to Black after Master of Puppets on this part of the tour every single set. So I knew Fade to Black was guaranteed. I didn't know that Creeping Death was going to happen, so thank God it did. We got Wherever I May Roam, which I thought was a rare, but it actually wasn't. It's actually a part of the set list. I wasn't really paying attention. I was more paying attention to, I want Creeping Death, and I want a different fast song, because when they come back, because the way they had it set up before was in 2009, they had the fast song come after, I think it was Master of Puppets, or was it before Master of Puppets? They had a fast song picked. It was either going to be Blackened, Battery, or Fire with Fire. They pick one of those 3. In 2017, the way they have it set up now is that when they come back for their encore, they start off the encore, the first of the 3 songs after they leave. They start off with either Fight, Battery, or Blackened. The way they were kind of setting up the set list is that I think they performed, before our show, they performed Battery. And the show before that, they performed Fire with Fire. So I was suspecting Blackened. But then this guy behind me mentioned that they're going to perform Battery because we're in Battery Park. We're in Battery Avenue or whatever. We're in that vicinity. They're going to perform Battery. 20 seconds later, Battery intro starts, and I have recorded. Oh my, yes! Because I got Fight Fire with Fire in 2009. I wanted something different in 2017, and I did. Now, if they played Fight Fire with Fire, I would have been fine. But I wanted something different, because I wanted the set list to be a lot different than the 2009, because I want a different experience. So I did get that. Trying to think what else extremely happened. Something crazy. I like the fact that on the monitors at the show, like the big screen for everyone to kind of see them in a better image, because I was so far away I could barely see them. But on the screens, what I liked is that when they were performing, if they had a musical video aspect to it, a music video aspect to it, they would have the music video kind of playing with the song they were performing, and then when the monitor, like the big screens, the big screens were showing them individually, the color of it, like basically the design of it, right? It wasn't just like them, you know, just great quality picture-wise, like the coloring of this, it would match the music video. So you remember the music video for Halo on Fire, the kind of color design it went for? That's how I was seeing James and Lars and Kirk and Rob when they were on the big screen. They were that color, like the way the camera switched it. It was really cool. And then if there wasn't, then they would go with a different style to kind of, you know, make it unique. So it's like so you're not just seeing James Hetfield exactly as you're seeing me just playing guitar James. It's a different color, so it matches the music video, or they just went with a really cool design to make it unique and stand out. I really like that. Kind of hard to explain it. You'll probably be able to see it in some of the video footage I'll show you tomorrow. You'll understand what I mean, hopefully. I'm trying to think of what else. Well, besides the fact that the couple sitting next to me at the show, because I was sitting there, and this couple showed up, and the woman sat next to me, and then her boyfriend, husband, I don't know, sat next to her over on the other end. They started excessively drinking, and I don't know how, because apparently the way the stadium was set up, or the way that you could only get 2 orders of alcohol per person per ID. I don't know if they were doing that, but they got excessively drunk to the point where the woman kept leaving during the set. Like, I'm singing my heart out to Metallica. Every single song, I can feel my voice getting worse and worse, but I'm going all in. I don't give a shit how I sound. I'm going all in because I'm singing with James Hetfield. I'm losing my mind. The woman just keeps, like, randomly disappearing. I don't know what the hell's happening. Then the guy who sits next to me, like, all by himself, he's at the end of our row. He pulls out a joint and starts smoking it. I'm like, what the fuck? And he offers me something. I'm like, no, I don't want that. In the middle of Atlas Rise, he pulls out a joint. Like, hey, man, no, I don't. I want to enjoy the show, and that's what I did. And you'll notice in the footage, too, that I recorded a lot of the intros. You'll probably see a lot of the intros of songs and hear my reaction to it. Is because my mindset was, if something crazy happens, like, out of nowhere, they play Spit Out the Bone, I want it recorded. I know when a Metallica song ends, so I'm recording at the end of the song going into the next one, just in case something crazy happens. Because if something crazy happens and I don't record it, I'm an idiot for not catching my reaction. Now the camera's not on me, the camera's on the stage, but you hear me throughout the crowd. You hear me screaming because I'm the closest one to the mic. So it's okay. It was such a fantastic experience for me because I felt it was a way better performance. Now, I'm obviously going to buy the audio when it comes out, and I'm probably going to do a rewatch, because it's not a reaction, because I've already heard them performing at my show, but whatever video they put out, whatever song video they put out from my show, that's what I should say, my show, I'm going to be watching that performance, because I want to see the good quality HD camera up close of I was there, you know. But I'll definitely buy the show audio when it comes out and relive this experience because it's been way too long. I was kind of hoping that Metallica would come through in 2012, 2013. They never did. And I was, like, honestly looking at all of the different dates and, like, what's closest to me, and Atlanta was the closest to me. And if they were going to be coming close to me again, I would go again. I would. I mean, but it's just I want to go back and I want to relive it. Oh, and the one thing, now they've been doing this a lot now because there's a lot of video footage and them doing this. Rob actually did this before they played the Call of Cthulhu when James was sick, and they decided to perform some instrumentals because James was having some serious problems because he was really sick, but he was still out there singing, so they gave him a break and performed instrumentals. Rob played Anesthesia Pulling Teeth. And I recorded a good chunk of it. And on the screen, I didn't notice it at first, but Cliff Burton is in the middle of the big screen on stage. Like, you see Rob on one end, and then Rob over here, and then in the middle is Cliff Burton, headbanging from, I believe it was Day on the Green, 1985, I believe. It's really, really cool. And the crowd loses its mind. I kind of knew it was going to happen, because when Rob was getting ready, he was on the pedal, and he's getting low. He's going to perform Anesthesia. I knew he was, so my reaction was like, oh my, what? Because I knew it was going to happen, basically. But the crowd didn't know. The crowd, I guess, they're not as in tune with, like, Metallica fans who are constantly on YouTube looking at live footage and stuff like that. A lot of them didn't know what was going to happen, I kind of figured. So it kind of shows the differences of Metallica fans, where there's Metallica fans that love the music but don't really go too far into looking at set lists and predictions and stuff like that. And then there's others like me and others that just go heavily into, like, what we're going to see. The Connor guy, the other fan that I was kind of coordinated with, Connor, was looking at set lists, and he was, like, trying to predict as well what was going to happen. So it's cool to see that we're able to do that, and there's other Metallica fans that just go to enjoy the show, and they don't know what's going to happen. It's pretty cool, but for me, I can't help myself. I had to look at the set list. I had to see what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm kind of rambling at that point. It was phenomenal, okay? It was so great, and honestly, I sang every single note. I didn't care how badly I sounded because my voice was shot last night. Like, it sounds a lot better now, But last night, I was dead. I guess my legs were hurting. I was standing the whole time, even though I had a seat. Stood the whole time for Metallica. And as soon as Enter Sandman ended, because they used to, in 2009, and a lot of the times, they've been ending their shows with Seek and Destroy. Now with this new tour, they're ending with Enter Sandman. As soon as it ended, now I know at the end of each show, they go out on the mic and each individual band member talk and say something to the, because I could hear them talking in the stadium, but I left as soon as Enter Sandman was kind of done, and they're all like waving for about 30 seconds. I start leaving because I think someone said over 60,000 people. I thought it was over 40, but apparently it's more. But regardless, that many people, it would be so hard to get out of there and get caught in like traffic with people. So it was a nightmare. So I left pretty early. But it's okay. I mean, I had my feel. As soon as I started walking, my legs were not working. They were hurting. So I could tell, wow, this is gonna be kind of hard. But I survived. I'm here, and I can't wait to go back and see them again. I hope it doesn't take that long as before to see them again. But I'm hoping maybe in like 2 or 3 years they'll come back around and I'll be able to experience Metallica once more. So there you have it, guys. My review, my thoughts, my discussion about the whole entire event. It was insane. Metallica sounded amazing. I love the set list. I would make some changes in my personal opinion, but from what I got, I can't complain. People were tweeting at me saying, did they surprise you? Not really. Did they play something they haven't played in a long time? No, they really didn't have to. I mean, I knew that we were going to get a lot of Hardwired, and we did. We got 5 Hardwired songs, but what do you expect? They're promoting Hardwired. That's the whole point of the tour. But, yeah, I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see them again. So there you have it, guys, my review, my reaction, whatever you want to call it, to the event, to the show. Loved it. Can't wait to see them again. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.